So this is how you would disassemble your or clean your airbrush the best way. I've got the safety cap removed when I was airbrushing. I'm going to put that back on for now. And right now I'm basically at the bottom of the paint. And I'm going to double check to make sure I got full coverage before I try to dump out all this and get the last little drops out. So I'll be back. Alright, so I've checked and I'm done using all my paint. I'm going to let my gas out, or my air, or whatever you want to call it. It's going to be loud, so skip that. Now I've got all my air out of my tank. If you had a lot of extra paint, you might want to spray it out in this. But, you know, I dump it. Nothing really comes out. Okay, that's good. I'm just going to unscrew my everything. This is the key. Just undo everything. It sounds like it's extra work, but really it makes getting all this perfectly clean fast. So I'm going to unscrew the back here. I'm going to make sure my needle's out. I'm going to actually even take off any moving pieces. I really want to make sure, because I'm going to hold this over the sink and I don't want anything falling into the drain. That's really the ultimate key here. So I take out my needle. I'm going to have to clean that paint off, so there'll be that step, but set that aside for now. Take out my trigger. Set the trigger aside. Now I can take off the paint cup, whatever you want to call it. That can be cleaned with isopropyl later. That needs an isopropyl cleaning for sure. And then I've got my guard and the thing that the guard attaches to, that the needle would be poking out of if it was still in there. And that reveals the very last piece, which is that nozzle. I don't know if it's visible. If you try to run water through this or clean it with that on there, it's going to be a tough time, and you don't want that much force going through that, all that water. So if we unscrew that, there's, you know, if you have an Iwata or whatever this is, Iwata airbrush, there's a little hand wrench for this, but I just do it with my hand. This is made of brass, so you do want to be relatively gentle with it. You can buy replacements, but you don't want to spend the money if you don't have to. And then you can see, I don't even know if you can see, this is loaded with paint, so it's still wet. That's another piece, along with the needle and the cup, that you're going to want to clean right away. But all that removed, you know, needle, cup, back piece, nozzle, trigger, and the key that keeps the needle tight, and that makes this basically naked. So now this is totally naked, and I can run water through that while it's still wet, you know, before all this paint dries and crusts up and makes it really hard. And I don't have to even use isopropyl alcohol on this, which would dry out any sort of you know, washers or nozzles, whatever you want to call it. So that makes this easy. And then everything else you would normally do a regular isopropyl cleaning with anyway. So you just do that, and then you're good to go. So you just do that when you're switching colors, or you do that when you are done and you're putting it away. So that's how we do it.